And today we're going to be teaching you how to add and remove classes on elements in jQuery. So basically we're going to get started. We're going to go to our text editor and we're going to make a quick HTML scaffold. I'm going to call mine jQuery Academy dash adding and removing styles. And basically what we're going to need is we're going to need the jQuery library included in this. So you can include in a script tag just like I did right here, and to make sure it's in the same folder as your index. And then we're going to create a script tag where we're going to put our code. So next up what we need is we're going to need two elements on this page. The first one is going to be a button, which is going to toggle the class on the element that we're going to be changing the style of. And the second one is the actual element that the style will be being changed on. So I'm going to create an input. I'm going to go input type equals button, and we're going to give it a value too. So its value is going to be add style. And next up we're going to have a divider, and its name is going to be my divider. And actually we're going to add an ID to the button too, so it's easy to use with jQuery. We're going to call this my button. And so we've got this divider down here. Why don't we add some text to it saying my style will be changed using jQuery. So we've got those two dividers. We're going to go back to our browser. I've got the page loaded here, so I'm going to refresh that. See what we have. Oh, my bad. I have a typo here. And it basically was a button and our divider containing our string of text. So what we want to do is, using jQuery, we want to add a nice looking style to this divider on the click of this button. So in order to do that, we're going to have to make the style that we're going to add. So in the head of the document, we're going to add a style tag. And in here, we're going to define a new class. So a class is a style that you can apply to elements on the page. So we're going to call it my class. And inside here, we're going to add a few attributes which are going to make up the style of the thing. So it's going to be background color, and I'm going to use the color selector, and we're going to do something like maybe a nice green. And then we're going to text align center, and we're going to add a padding of 20 pixels. So we've got that class now, and if we go back, we save the page and we refresh, you notice that style doesn't apply to anything because its class name is my class, and we don't have any objects or elements that have the class name my class, so it's not applied. So what we're going to do with jQuery is, on the click of this button, we're going to add that style to my divider. So in order to do that, we're going to use document.ready to execute this code when the document is ready. The code in this function will be run when the document's ready. And then we're going to assign a click action to that button. So we're going to select the button. You could select it by using input, but in a real life example that wouldn't be really good to use because there might be other inputs on the page and it would add this click action to all of the inputs on the page. So we're going to use its unique ID, which is my button. So you can use the number sign, my button, like this. Then we're going to add the click to it, so click. So basically what this does is, when my button is clicked, it runs this function inside click function. So what we're going to do in here is we're going to actually add the class. So we're going to select the div that we're adding the class to, which is called ID my divider. And we're going to go dot add, capital C L A S S, add class. And in string form, we're going to type in the name of the class, which is my class. You don't want a period in there because it's the name of the class, it's not the selector, so it's just my class. And basically what that'll do is, now if we save this and we refresh the page, and we click the add style button, it'll add the class to that. Right, so we've got this class added to this divider, and it looks nice. And yeah, so that's really cool. We can add that class. Might even add a nice border to this. 2 pixels dashed, and we'll make it black, so we'll go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Save this, we'll refresh again, and we'll add the style again. Notice this time it's got this nice border around it. So what if we want to remove that class? But we don't really want to have to make this complicated, so jQuery's got a built-in function called toggle. So we're going to change this to toggle. And basically what toggle does is, the first time you click my button, it's going to run this. But the second time you click it, it's going to run the second argument, which is another function. So basically, first time you click it, it'll add the class. Second time you click it, we're going to remove the class. So in order to remove the class, we're going to go my divider. We're going to go remove class, my class. So now when we go back to that, we're going to save that and refresh. We're going to add the style, and next time we click it, it should remove the style. Oh, I must have a typo in here. There we go. Missing the I. Save that again, refresh. Add style, remove style, add style, remove style. But now you notice this button is continuously saying add style. What if you don't want to say add style? What if you want to say remove style when the style is applied to the object? So we're going to make that change too. So basically, on the first function of the toggle function, we're going to make it say $my button dot attribute attr. We're going to set the attribute value to remove class. So basically what this will do is once the class has been added, it changes the text on the button to remove class. And same thing with this one, we're going to say $my button dot attribute value add class. So now basically what that'll do is it'll say whenever the divider has my class, the button will say remove class. Whenever it doesn't, it'll say add class. So our default value in here was add style, but I'm going to change that to class because it works better with our code. And we're going to save that, and we're going to go back. So notice it says add class, and we're going to click it. The class is applied. It now says remove class. We're going to click it again, and it says add class, and there's no style on the divider. So that's how you add and remove classes using a button in jQuery. It's a good demonstration of the toggle function, add class, and attribute. And attributes are really useful functions, so you might want to look into the API documentation in jQuery to see what that does, because it's probably one of the most useful methods in jQuery. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.